Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a different presentation. Initially, this is a really engineering-oriented trial, but so far, I think it has been mostly a piece related to engagement with regulators. So I'll focus on that. I've got some results too, but I also presented those results yesterday. So for those of you who are not there, my talk, they'll be recorded, they'll be available, so you can take a look. So that will help me to just shorten my presentation to less than 10 minutes. So Ugold technology is one of the two technologies that we are proposing, or we were proposing at the start of the hub, the other one being Erval, led by Sean. And Ugold is sponsored by Urban Utilities in Brisbane, and therefore we want to have the trial there, or they want to make sure that the trial is happening there. This is going to be a scaled up trial where we'll install a system to make fertilizer on site at the back of a public toilet block in a park. So we started this conversation in 2021, and when we were preparing the hub. And this is a beautiful rendering of what it will look like. So it's a container in the back. So it's a half container. So it will house the pilot system. So this toilet block exists. It's real. It's already there. And we will just engage a contractor to pull out the existing toilets, half of the existing toilets, replacing them with, in this case, the Worstman EcoFlush rather than the Laufen, so that we can trial a different range of urine separating toilets. So the one you can see on the right there separates urine from feces and uses minimal flush water, as opposed to the Laufen, which is zero flush water. So this one relies on a little bit of flush, but it's 300 milliliter per flush. So it is not very much, but we will have to then deal with that water as we collect the urine. The urinal instead is entirely waterless. There's many models available. They're all watermarked, approved. And so this one is Uridan, which is one of the brands available. Next door, you have the Caroma Zero, and then you've seen another one from Sean's presentation. So Victoria Park is a site, the site that was proposed by our partners, City Parklands, that manages Brisbane Parklands on behalf of Brisbane City Council. So this is it used to be a golf course, and now it's been reconverted to being a public park. And it's also, so it's actually a site where the Lord Mayor is aiming to deliver the most livable park for Brisbane. So it's a highly sensitive location, and also penciled in for some of the Olympic sports. What do you call it? Horse riding? What's the proper word? Questions? Yeah. So yeah, nice place for global spotlight. But it's built, but it's not there. Why? So this is the history. So it's let's start from site confirmed at Victoria Park. That was at the start of NICE. So NICE was awarded in 2021. So we were already talking with City Parklands at the time, and we were going to do it at Roma Street, and eventually it landed in Victoria Park. So 2021. Then we worked out that to be able to do this, we would need an amendment to the Queensland, in this case, plumbing and drainage regulation. Latest version is 2019, to enable plumbers to install the system behind the toilet. So the Plumbing and Drainage Act states that no toilet waste is to be sent anywhere else than a sewer. So this one ultimately goes to sewer, but because it goes through a system, and that system we have actually access to a product, so this is not compliant with the existing plumbing codes. It's plumbing codes are really old things, and they were designed to keep people safe, so that you won't go and muck around and get fecal matter on you, so that you don't get sick. But there has been no need to update these for a long time. But from talks from people from United States, South Africa, last year, it's pretty clear that some of the same constraints exist all around the world. So it's not a peculiar problem of Australia. Here, we just have to deal with a separate one with each state, which is a little bit annoying. And the Sims in Victoria is a little bit easier. There's a form, and if a certified plumber signs off on it, then it's going to be approved. But Queensland is different. So December 2021, first walk through the site. So that was right after we celebrated NICE being awarded, and very excited to visit and see the place where our pilot would be set up. So then we moved pretty quickly and engaged with the relevant regulator, and we had our first meeting involving the regulator and the Brisbane node CIs. Cara was there, and Urban Utilities was there at Victoria Park in March 2022. The relevant regulator in Queensland is the Department of Energy and Public Works. Public Works oversees the construction industry. Then we have a big gap there. There was a lot of exchange of emails, and no one was understanding what they were saying. So Cara was kind of the mediator because she has history dealing with regulators, but I think she didn't quite understand them either. They were just speaking a different language. And to this date, I don't understand what they're saying to me. But one step at a time, we met them and we made friends. So we ended up being good friends with them because of this regular exchange of emails where we all had a laugh at not understanding each other. But then 1 year later, April 2023, we had prepared a pretty big document so that we had to submit. There was initially a business case for City Park Lands and Brisbane City Council, where we all put in a fair bit of work, the risk assessment, some drawings, engineering drawings, and this all formed a submission through the Department of Public Works to the relevant minister, Queensland Minister Mick de Brenni, who's the Minister for Energy, Hydrogen, Renewables, and Housing. So I think quite a lot of things, but he is the person that was going to sign off on this. And so our friends at the department got busy and tried to help us. There was in between a requirement by the Minister's Office to see a formal approval by Brisbane City Council, which relatively quickly was arranged. So September 2023, we got the letter of approval from Brisbane City Council. So all great. So then almost a year and about 9 months passed after that. And finally, in May 2024, we saw a draft of the amendment. So it was nice to see amendment of regulation with written in government language. So like it felt like we're really starting to achieve something here. And then when we saw that, we thought this is it. Pretty much it was written, and we said, okay, we were starting to celebrate. And then they came back and said, wait a minute, the regulation amendment needs to be approved by the governor. And Queensland, Jeanette Young, well known during COVID times as the Chief Health Officer of Queensland. And then after a few attempts, the governor said that now we must wait for the next government. There's an election. And so, yeah, this is a story, 2021 to 2024, and ongoing. But we are pushing, we are battling hard, and I think we will get it. But this is what really needs to be done. And talking about barriers, this is not a small one, because it takes us 3-4 years just to get an amendment that allows us just to do our pilot at that location. So What does that mean? Well, we're going to start late and finish early in the best of cases. What does it mean for our collaborative projects? They will be affected. Let me know during the question time what you need from the pilot when it's up, so that when it's actually ready to go, we can quickly work together, because we will have to work within a limited window. So we'll stop it here, because the rest of the stuff that I have here, you can find in my CESE presentation. Thank you.